Hello everybody, thanks for checking out the video, taking a look at the newly released Avengers Endgame Rescue. This is of course the Endgame version, and it is the MAFEX 184. It's been a long time coming, it's finally out, and we're going to take a look at it. It's a big box, as you can see. On the side we have, who else? We have Rescue. On the other side of the box we have another Rescue. And on the back of the box, we have a whole bunch of different pictures of Rescue. I'm not going to be doing all these poses, so you can see what it can do. There's a lot of different options there. It's got that power landing pose as well. I'm really just going to kind of take a look at the basics once you open it and how good is the figure. So with that, let's turn this box around and get the packaging outside of the box to take a look at what it comes with. So initially we have 3 extra sets of hands. We have these gauntlet wrist protectors, I guess. We have the back piece. We have a couple of blast effects, 5 actually. Here is the drone unit. Another clear peg holder, and then a couple of heads. So we have an unmasked head, we have a semi-masked head, and then what it comes with, the fully masked head. Now, what may be a first, I can't remember MAFEX including instructions. They might have in the past, I don't remember it, but they do here, which is a nice welcome addition, instead of guessing what to do. So it shows you how to basically do the drone unit, and if you want to take it off and have it freestanding on the stand. So here's that back unit. You can see it's nice detail, really nice detail. Nice paint. For those of you who've never gotten a MAFEX and you don't really know what you're getting and you're really just used to Marvel Legends, the quality of the plastic is totally different. It's much better here. It's not that gummy plastic that Hasbro always uses, and the paint apps are really well done. So you're wondering, hey, why should I spend all that money? Well, you're getting a lot for the difference in the price. So here's that drone unit. It moves, as you can see, fairly well. It's not as kind of flimsy as that Figuarts one was or is. I have that. It's kind of buried away somewhere. I put all my Figuarts away, with the exception of just a couple. So I won't be doing a comparison of the two today, unfortunately. Here is a bigger blast piece, a longer one. It does come with some smaller ones as well. Flight blast off pieces and some blast effects for the hands as well. Try to keep this in focus. Not the easiest thing to do. So there you have the blast effects. So moving along, here is that wrist gauntlet, I guess is what it's called. Those things fall off kind of easy, so be careful. Not too easy. I mean, it's not like Poison Ivy's vines, but it's not the best. So here we have one set of hands, semi-relaxed. Here are the ones that you would use for the blast effects. Nice coloring. And then here are the open, fully open hands. Really good detail there. Next up is that clear peg. You use this if you want to display it on the base. So here's the head sculpt. I think it's a good head sculpt. I think I mean, you can see right there. You know what I'm talking about. There's that seam in the head, right in the back. And the interesting thing is that it's only on this one side that it's noticeable. You don't really notice it on the other side, as you can see. That ponytail, you can adjust it a little bit, but as you can see, you don't really notice that seam as much on this side. It's kind of weird. But in terms of 6-inch figures, I mean, whoops. You're not really going to get much better in terms of paint apps and sculpt than what you're getting with MAFEX. You really aren't. Here is the mask up, I guess, the semi-revealed face, which is nice paint, nice coloring, nice sculpt. Very happy with the heads that it came with. Very happy. You know, those extra heads, they can make or break a figure. These ones, they turned out all right. I'm very happy with it. So moving along, taking a look at the figure itself. As you can see, here it is. Here's the mask that it comes with. It's probably the weakest of the three. I'm probably not going to have it fully masked when I display the figure. You could take a look at the paint. I don't have any runs that I've noticed or blotches in my paint apps, which is always good when you're dealing with MAFEX. Their quality control is not the best, but mine seems to be all right. Nice sculpting. So the figure's good. I mean, it's not as light as a Figure Arts. It has a little bit of weight to it, and it's very easy to stand and pose, as you can see. I could never do that with a Hasbro figure. You can never just put them down and expect them to stand. So taking a look at the articulation, we have the head down to about there. This one, the head goes up there for flight mode, as you can see. It's pretty good. You get to the left about there and to the right about there. You get a lot more range moving to the left, as you can see, than moving to the right. To the side, you get about there, and to the other side, about there. Dealing with the arm, there is no real pull down. I mean, there's the slightest of pulling down. You get 360 degrees, as you can see there. You're not really getting much. You get 360 degrees rotation. The butterfly joint, pretty non-existent. But you do get, I would say, I don't know, 80, 85, 88 degrees. Not quite 90, but good enough. Double jointed elbows, very great articulation there. And you do get the bicep swivel, which is good. I mean, hopefully it's a sign that they haven't abandoned it. So twisting, you get the upper torso that will move, the lower torso does not. And for the ab crunch, you get to about there, really. Backwards, you get a little bit more range, which is almost always the case. With the legs, you do get a slight drop down. It's not as noticeable as in other figures like the Robocops, but you do get a pretty good range of leg motion, as you can see. So, doing the full split. There you go. Not that you want to do that, but you know. Going side to side, if you do the drop down, you get a little bit of range. Not much. Here's the knee. Double jointed. My knee got a little bit stuck there. And for the ankles, so the articulation going down is not much. Going up, much better. Going down, not so much. So I'll show you on the other side. You can see the difference. The left foot is going down, the right foot is going up. So you can see the difference in the ranges there. Ankle rocker, almost non-existent. Doesn't really move. You have no problem posing it to that degree. And you know, to be honest, do you really need it more than that? But it does hold the pose, which is good. Getting it set back up, we're now going to take off the back piece and put on the open back that the drone would attach to. So it's fairly easy to take off. As you can see, it's got the 2 pegs, the 2 holes, and this one, again, just as easy to attach. So it's good. There's no additional back weight pulling it back, so you don't have to worry about the figure tipping over. Here's the drone that attaches there on that clear piece to the clear piece that's on the back. That back clear piece is detachable. Here you can see how it looks. Attaches right there and there. So you can move it around, which is good, which is nice. Again, it stands very well. There's no additional weight pulling it backwards, and those pieces adjust to whatever direction you want. You move them around. So that detaches, and it will attach to the clear piece, which I mentioned earlier is something that you would have an additional stand and pole. Put the pole in there at the bottom and attach it to the stand, and it can be used as the drone if you don't want it attached to the figure. So let's remove this head. Let's put in, first we'll put in the semi-exposed, semi-helmeted, semi-masked head. There's no snap when you put the head in, so you know, don't push it too much. I like this look. I think that this is the look I'm going to go with the figure. You get a lot of range going down. It looks kind of weird in the back, but it looks all right here. But yeah, I like this look. This look, it's good. I mean, the head is good, but other than maybe the ending of the movie, was she ever fully unmasked? I don't know. And it seems like the neck is a bit shorter on this particular one. You do get better range though from side to side if you're looking for that. But as I said, I'll go with the semi-masked one. That's my preference. Gotta love these figures that just stand. It's so great. So, side by side with some other figures, here we have the Poison Ivy and the Psylocke. You can see they're all generally about the same height. Poison Ivy's hair goes up a little bit, but the head itself is pretty much aligned. Then we have the new RoboCop figures that just came out with Rescue. You can see how it scales with those two. These guys are growing on me. I gotta be honest. I'm enjoying them. I hope I didn't scare you with my review, but they're growing on me. Now here he is with, or here she is with Tony, the Battle Damage 85. You can see how they look together. There's the height. Now I'm trying to let you see them how they look close, but the camera's not in scale, so I gotta, not in focus, sorry. I gotta try to get it in focus here and then bring Tony in. Got both my hands, so, you know, can't really focus the camera. So there you go. So my thoughts on the figure. I like it. I actually like it a lot. I would give it probably a 9 out of 10. Maybe somewhere between a 9 and a 9.5. It's a really, really great figure. Poses well, feels great, paint is great, great heads, great options. So if you're on the fence, I recommend you get it. The pricing is MAFEX's old pricing, so get it while you can. So with that being said, thanks for watching the video. Appreciate it as always. Take care, be good, and see you next time.